Hello beautiful fashion designers, you're welcome to this channel. This is Bora of Bora Closet. If you're new, you're welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to get notified of when I post new videos. And to our returning subscribers, we say thank you for staying around. Thank you for sticking with us, and I can't wait to dish out more content for your consumption. And in this tutorial, I demonstrated how I made this gown on your screen. It can be worn in two ways, and that is what I'm demonstrating right there. It's a cowl neck top with a free, like a flare on the down part. And in this tutorial, I demonstrated how I cut and how I sewed this piece into this beautiful gown, and it has drawstrings on the down part that you can use to change the style. So let's go. Here I have 3 trousers of flowery crepe, which I'll be using for this style, and I'll go ahead to fold this into a cone, like you want to cut a double flare. Using a single flare for this will not really work because it won't be as free as you want, and the drawstrings, the gathered part, may not really show. So this is me trying to make the cone shape. Actually, the fabric was so big, like the folding, so I tried to demonstrate what I was trying to do here. You can just pay attention. So this is how to fold double flare. First fold one, then you fold the other. Just watch like that as I'm doing it. So this is what I was trying to do on the fabric, but because it was bigger than the table, I had to demonstrate it here. So this is what I'm trying to achieve, and when I'm done, this is what the double flare I'm trying to cut will look like. So that is that part there, and then the drawstring part and all. So just watch what I am doing. So this is the gown here, the down part of the material. I'm trying to fold on the floor for bigger space. So here I'm cutting it out like this. So after you're done cutting, this is what it should look like. So this is this double flare that I demonstrated with the paper on that table, and here I'm notching the centers, so when I want to sew, I will be able to know where the centers are. This is me trying the double flare that I cut out on myself, and now I'm back to the cutting table with the double flare on the down part that I have cut out, and I'm trying to draw out the line that I will use for the drawstrings. So for these drawstrings, you cut strips and then you place it on where you want your drawstrings to be. Then you create the holes like this. So this is me trying to sew down the holes for the drawstrings of this dress, where I will pass the drawstrings through. For the upper part, the cowl neck part, I am using this pattern that I already have. It's actually on my channel. You can check it out, how to draw a basic bodice, and that is what I'm using. This is the back part that I'm cutting first, and you just place it on your fabric and cut out the measurement that you already have on the pattern paper, adding some allowances, sewing allowances, joining allowances to the fabric before cutting. So this is what I am doing here, and this is the zip part that I am slitting open, and I'm trying to cut out this to avoid bulginess on the zipper part. So you just cut out ½ inch from that place, and these are the 2 pieces for the back part that I have put aside. For the front part, I'll be using this. I have this folded, and it's just the width. My bust divided into 4 and folded, so that's like 12 inches on fold here, and this is just what you need. You place the fabric on it just like I've done the pattern paper rather that you have for the front part. This is my front bodice. Then you trim out the down part just like I'm doing. So when you get to that part of the neck of the armhole, you're going to bring the pattern paper towards the edge of the folded fabric just like you see, and then cut out that hole for the armhole. So what I have up there is dependent on how much I want that cowl neck to fold, and I also added extra for the turning in. You need to fold in that part. You know you are not turning out the neck of the cowl neck, so you fold in, you add extra that you will fold. So that is why you have that long part on top of where the armhole starts from. So I'm going to make this video as slow as possible for you to get the explanation of everything that I am doing here, because it's actually not easy trying to subsume a video of 100 minutes into just 15 minutes or thereabout. So, and that is why I am trying to be as fast as possible, and I do hope that you get everything that I am doing here. If you have any question or any clarification, kindly drop your question in the comment section and I will attend to it. Even if it requires me doing another tutorial to explain, maybe with paper or something short or simple or clear. You know, sometimes you don't see the lines on the fabric, and that is why some YouTubers, fashion designer YouTubers, use paper to illustrate, because it is not actually easy to be demonstrating with fabric and for you to be able to see the lines. But some people also don't like using pattern paper to cut every style, and I think I am some people. I really don't like using pattern paper to cut every style. Cut pattern paper for this, cut pattern paper for that. There are some styles you can also without pattern papers, but there are some styles that should be done without much use of pattern paper. Although I use pattern paper here, and that was because I wanted you to see what I was doing. I could have just done the measurements directly on the fabric. So if there is anything that is not clear here, I'll be glad to explain it. But if you pay attention, close attention to this video, I think it's explanatory enough. So that's just it. So now back to the upper part. So that's what I've done there. You join the shoulders together, and then after that, after joining your shoulders, you join the sides and everything together, and then the upper part will be ready. Then for the down part, you pass your strips into it. You make these strips, and then you the holes that you made for the 2 holes, you pass one into it and the other one into the other hole. Then you hold it down with safety pin so that it doesn't pull out while you are trying to put it in place, and you have to sew it down on the part you are joining to the upper part of this design. So, and that is how you'll be able to pull it, and the rope will not pull with it. So you have to make sure that you sew it down After sewing it down, then you now sew that down part to the upper part. So I have this here that I'm going to put the ropes into. So this is, I can't remember what it is called, but it's just to secure the ropes from pulling in. When you put this, you knot the rope, and then you put this I don't know what to call it now, I've forgotten. So you put it inside that hole, and then I'm going to zoom it in for you to see properly. Then you tie it, and that way there is no how the ropes will pull out of your dress, or pull inside rather. It won't pull inside down, and you will now be looking for the edge. No, once you put this, the ropes can't go inside because the knot is now bigger than the holes, and they cannot go inside the holes, and that is what stops it when you pull the ropes. I hope you get what I am trying to explain here. So when you are done, then you are ready to attach the down part to the upper part for you to have your. So this is how to draw in the strings. This is the down part here. After this, I went ahead to join the down part to the upper part, and this is the result on your screen. Before you join the down part to the upper part, make sure that you trim the down parts of the upper part so that it is balanced, it is equal. One is not longer than the other, the front is not longer than the back. So, trimmings are part of sewing, especially if your measurements are not accurate. The gown is almost ready, and the next thing to cut is the sleeves. So this is me drawing the strings to see how much pulling can be done. So you can adjust this to whatever length you want, how high or low you want the drum part to be. So this is the armhole where I'll be attaching the sleeves to, and the next thing is to cut the sleeves from the remnant of the fabric. So here I'll be cutting the sleeve. You fold it into two based on your measurement. So you use your bust divided by 4. So your bust divided by 4, and then you fold it like this. So what I have on fold is 10 inches, which is my bust divided by 4. So that is enough for you to cut the armhole, and then the length of the sleeve that you want. Remember, this is a short sleeved gown, so measure where your short sleeve reaches and mark it out with the allowance that you will use to fold in the sleeve at the edge, and the one you use to join the sleeve to the armhole. And then you make a curve, the one that will go into the armhole. So watch this place closely. Sometimes I use French curve, but I prefer using my free hand for this curved part of the armhole. So Yoruba people say atelewo eni ontonije. Actually, here for armholes, atelewo mi ontonije. Sorry to those people who don't understand what I just said. So this is what you do here. I'm just saying that my hand works better for me when I'm creating armhole curve, but I also use French curves, especially for some tutorials, like the basic sleeve pattern drafting that I have on my channel. I used the French curve, although it didn't come out the way I would have wanted, but I still used my hand to trim it for it to form the curve very well. So you can go ahead to use whether your hand or your French curve to cut your sleeve. And this is the short sleeve here. I went ahead to cut 2 pieces, one for one side and the other for the other side. Then you're going to join the sleeves together. Make sure you notch your centers, the centers of your sleeve, because that is what will guide you when you want to join the sleeves to the armholes. So I'm going to go ahead to fit the sleeve into the armhole. Just watch what I am doing here. We're almost done with this gown, so what is left is to put the armholes and also place the zipper on the zipper allowance, and then this gown would be ready. And this is the end of the gown. You can see the result on your screen. This is me rocking the gown in different ways. Don't forget that this is a 2-in-1 style. If you want it to just flow like that downwards, you can leave it there. And if you want to draw the strings, you can also go ahead with that. And thank you for staying till this time. Thank you for watching up till now. This will be the end of this tutorial. If you have questions, clarifications, anything at all that you would like to tell me, kindly drop it in the comment section and I will attend to it. And don't forget to subscribe if you're here to subscribe. That is going to encourage me to do more. It's not easy to do this, like shooting tutorials, so please encourage me by subscribing to my channel and putting on your notification bell so you get notified of when I post new videos. And if you have not watched my old videos, kindly go and watch. You will surely love them. Thank you very much. See you in my next one. Bye.